afternoon. Welcome to Heartwood Turning. We're not in the studio today, we're actually in the office. As you can see. The reason we're in the office is I have been kindly sent a microphone to review and test and see is it any use to me by a company called Maono. That's spelled M-A-O-N-O. Now, cards on the table, they've sent me this microphone free of charge just to test and review for them. So I'll review it and we'll see what you guys think of it. And I'll give you my opinion as well. So this microphone is currently available on Amazon at the princely sum of £39.99. So we'll see how good it is. I'm quite happy with the Jabra headset that I normally wear. This is what I've got on this evening. Normally, because it's got really good noise suppression, etc. I use that when I'm at the lathe, etc. But for doing voiceovers, I think this might actually be a bit of a bonus. So we'll have a look at it with that kind of specific view in mind. I want it for voiceovers. So without further ado, let's get into this and we'll give you some more information as we go along. So let's get it unboxed first and foremost. So here we go, guys. This is the box. Fairly nicely packaged. So let's just have a quick look at what's inside. Open the tab. Open the lid. And we'll have a look what's in the box. So that piece of packaging came off, so that's a nice bit. We have a user manual, which is in various languages. I think there's 4 different languages there. English is first, so it's obviously designed for the English market first. And basically it just gives you some do's and don'ts and all the parts that's in it, etc, etc. Leave that there. We have the pop cover, which is a simple clip-on thing, so we'll come back to that again. Underneath here we have the microphone ring itself. It has a floating piece in the middle, which is obviously to stop the vibration coming through to it. These are like O-rings, if you like. It has a mounting piece on this end, and on the inside, right on the inside ring there, there's a ring, which is a threaded ring, which is, it's not in a bearing, but it's pressed in there, and it rotates on its own, so that locks the microphone into place. Again, we'll come back to that in a minute. Next thing is a simple C-clamp for bench mounting or wall or fixing to your desk. I got a feeling I'll just have to unscrew that the whole way. It's metal, made of metal. It's obviously a cast piece, which I think it's aluminium, I think. But it's nicely powder coated in black. It has a rubberized foot here, and obviously there's a mounting point there, so it will mount on the bench, something like that. So we'll leave that there. Next piece then is the cable, USB-B connector on one end and a USB-A connector on the other end. Perfect. Let's go to the microphone next. I'm assuming this is the microphone anyway, in its little plastic bag, which we'll leave in there. It's very, very light. I'm surprised just how light that is. Let's have a look at the features on here. There's a gain function which has a little sort of locking point in the middle, all the way across to the anti-clockwise to the minus symbol, and then all the way across to the plus symbol on the other side. Obviously this is the microphone input, and there's a microphone input on the other side as well. It's cardioid, so that means it picks up mostly from this direction. Doesn't pick up as much coming from the back. On the bottom we've got a connector slot for USB-B, and there's a threaded end here which obviously fits in that connector. So we'll leave that sitting there. Last piece to come out of the box then is the arm itself, and it's just a simple sort of angle poise, if you like. This end obviously fits into the desk mount, and this end is a threaded mount for the microphone to sit on. Well, that's what's in the box. Nothing else in the box there. We'll come back to you in a moment or two and we'll try and assemble this. Right, we're ready to assemble now, so we'll start with the little C-clamp. Very simple, set it over the edge of the bench and give it a tighten up. I wouldn't be tightening it up too hard because it's fairly secure with just a little gentle tighten. And remember, it's an aluminium casting, so it's quite possible it will break. We'll take this piece, and this is the end that goes into the bench mount. So we'll just pop that in there. And once you have it set to what angle you want, there is a locking knob on the end. So if I set that to there, and kind of lock it up so it's not wobbling, I can bring the microphone out here. So you guys can see this threaded knob. Now, things to note, there is a locking screw here to get this in the right angle. And then there's another one up here. Oh, you can't see it. Bring it down there. There's another one here, which locks the arm. So you want it to be kind of tight, but not too tight. So set that there. Next bit we're going to put on then is the ring for holding the microphone. And that just screws on through here. There's a threaded bit here. We'll just pop that on there. Remember, this is metal, this is plastic. So let's try and get it on the correct thread, or we'll strip the thread out of it. It's on the correct thread, that's good. Just wind it on in. There we go. And we can tighten that up. This sets the angle of this little screw here. Sets the angle, so we'll just kind of set it so it's almost level. There we go. And last but not least, we'll screw in the microphone. Thread end onto there. And on the bottom of that now, there's a little knurled knob here. Down a little bit, just a little knurled knob, and you just screw that on up. Takes a second or two. Now, as you can see, I've got that microphone so as the gain is facing me. And what we're going to do now, we'll just stick on the pop guard, and it's simple. It's just a little bracket here that just pushes on. It just clips into place. Simple as that. Last thing, connect up the USB cable. Just straighten it out a little bit. I kind of like to leave my USB cables kind of hanging up so as they don't have all these kinks in them. So USB-B on this end, which fits into the USB-B on the bottom end of the microphone, just like that. And last but not least, take the USB-A, and I'm just going to stick it in stick it into a USB socket on the computer, and that should activate itself. It's a plug-and-play device.
That's the setup. It's as simple as that, really, guys. Now, the next thing we're going to do is test these microphones. Well, wait a minute. What I'll do is I'll switch this one off. So I've switched the jabber off, and now I'm talking to you through this condenser mic. I'll come back in a second and we'll put them both through a little test pattern just to see what we think of them.
Now, next thing is to try and do a little comparison test. So in order to be fair, guys, I'm going to use the jabber headset first because that's basically what you guys are used to hearing me talk on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read out the heading from the Amazon web page that this piece of kit is available from. Currently, this is live. I've got this live page on my iPad here. It's currently available for £39.99. Reasonable price, I thought. But we'll discover that if it's worth that money once we've done the comparison test. Let's have a look. So first and foremost, with the Jabra headset, a USB microphone with mic gain, the Maono PM461S podcast PC condenser mic for recording, gaming, streaming, voiceover, YouTube, Twitch, Skype, is compatible with the Mac, laptop, and Windows. Further information can be obtained from the Maono store. That's the first part of the test using the Jabra headset. I'm going to switch over now to the Maono microphone. So I'll switch this Jabra off.
And now I've switched on the condenser mic from Maono. And I'll read you the same paragraph again from the Amazon webpage. This is a USB microphone with mic gain. The Maono AU-PM461S podcast computer condensing microphone for recording, gaming, streaming, voiceover, YouTube, Twitch, and Skype. Is compatible with with the Mac and the Windows laptop and desktop. For more information, you can visit the Maono store. That ends the test, and that was using the condenser microphone. The condenser microphone has a gain button on it, guys, and if we turn it, I've currently got it set in the middle, but if I turn it all the way across to the left, that closes the microphone off. Now, if I turn it back up to the middle again, on my OBS, I can see the microphone decibel meter, if you like. It's just coming up to the green and then up into the amber. And if I turn the gain up a little bit further, it starts to pop out and it will go up into the red, and at full volume it will go up into the red. And I can actually sit further away, so as you should still be able to hear the sound without any real change. So if I come closer and then bring it back to the center position, which is halfway if you like, so 50% power, we should have a reasonably good sound. And what I'll do now is I'll just have a little comparison of the two sounds, and I'll come back to you. You can make your mind up obviously on which one you prefer, but I'll come back to you in a moment or two once I've listened to the two recordings. In conclusion then, I have to say that the Maono microphone, condenser microphone, actually produces a real deep, rich sound. I'm quite happy with that sound, and certainly for voiceovers, I think it's an enhancement. There is a little bit of background noise picked up if you're touching things and moving things about, but if I'm doing a voiceover, basically all I'm doing is watching a video without any sound on it, or the sound can be coming through my headset, so the microphone won't pick that up. I'm actually quite happy with this little microphone. It produces a nice, as I say, a nice rich, and has more bass tone in it sound. And for the price of $39.99, guys, I think if you want to do voiceovers and make sort of good quality sound, it's pretty good. My humble opinion, and that's just my opinion. I've had no dealings with this company already, so I have no idea what their customer service is like or anything, but they approached me and asked me would I do a little review of the video of the microphone. So there you go, I've done my job, done a little review, tested it against my baseline, which is the Jabra, and I find that the sound quality and the sound performance is pretty good. I wouldn't complain about that for at the price point. So obviously, the more you pay, the better the quality microphone you'll get. But as a starting microphone for somebody who's doing podcasts or maybe even just Skype meetings or something, it's a fairly good quality microphone. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been useful to you. And if you get any questions, pop them in the comments below. And lastly, I'll say that I'll put all the links to Maono, etc. in the description below, and the link to Amazon if you want to buy one. Thanks very much for watching.